Hi Jay, this is Paul Schakelaar in Glendale, Arizona. I just wanted to go over a little bit of my background. It's on my resume, but I wanted to explain some things and then tell you why I think I'm the right one for the job. I was born and raised in Southern California. I went to a high school in Whittier, California, graduated from a small college in Azusa, of all places, and I got a BA in education. After that, I joined the Marines. I wanted to fly. I went to flight school. It was post-Vietnam era. They were washing out pilots left and right, and I was one of the ones that was in the attrition group. So I spent, my resume says guard officer, and so I spent a little bit of time as a guard officer at Camp Pendleton, and then I got out. During about 9 months before I got out, I had a little baby girl, and that's my daughter. My wife and I moved to the mountains of Colorado, where my parents were living. I would commute every day for, seemed like forever, back and forth to Denver, looking for a job until I found a job for a Minneapolis company, my first sales job, as a territory sales rep, selling industrial sweeping and scrubbing machines. Everything from factories and bottling companies to even the carriers in the fleet carry something to scrub the deck with. So this was the largest company of its kind at that time. I was a territory rep, and I traveled northern Colorado, most of Wyoming, and the Panhandle of Nebraska. During that 7 years, I was sales rep of the year and did very well. After that, for several years, I was a marketing representative actually for an addictions company. It was a eating disorder company, and I knew nothing about addictions, but I was a marketing representative, learned all about addictions during that period of time. Then there was another few years where I worked for another equipment company, a local company in Colorado, doing the kind of almost a competitor for the company that I worked with before. Following that, I did something different for a few years. I was a process server. So I served a lot of legal papers and was an account representative helping the company grow. The guy that owned that process serving company also branched off into a collections company where I began working for him. That was my first straight commission position. And I actually worked straight commission, helped him build that collection company. After that, I joined another guy that moved to Las Vegas, who started his own company. And that didn't really work out, so I floundered for a couple months. And then I ended up working for a good friend of mine now, selling in-home product as an energy-saving product to homeowners. Reflective barrier we installed in the attic that make the energy more efficient. That company basically, as everything else did in Las Vegas, about 2008 died. And for a couple of years I sold, most recently, again to homeowners, landscape. I knew nothing about landscape, but southern Nevada and southern Arizona, people buy a lot of artificial grass. So I sold a lot of artificial grass and other landscaping stuff. In October, I moved down to live with my daughter here in Arizona, and her husband Mateo, and my grandson Sebastian. And I've been here for a few months, getting ready to move to North Carolina, Wilmington, Cape Fear area, where my son-in-law is actually going to open up a concept restaurant. So we're excited about that. And when I saw this job, I applied for it, talked to Dean a little bit, and I'm not sure I got all the details correctly, but after talking to you yesterday, I'm not only certain that I can do it, but I'm kind of excited about doing it, and I'd really like to get the opportunity. I'm the kind of guy that's very friendly. I establish rapport very quickly. People like me. I mirror people very well, so I can speak everywhere from CEOs of companies and presidents of companies down to the janitors. So I can relate to people on all levels. So I'm anxious to get a shot at it, and like to go to training and get started. Thank you very much.